Welcome to Jay's Kitchen. Today we're going to learn how to make tomato quinoa. Quinoa is a superfood and is very healthy. This is a great dish to make ahead of time for lunch or dinner. It has a lot of Indian spices and it's really good on a warm sunny day or a cold rainy day. Let's start by looking at the ingredients that we need. So we have about 1 to 3 tablespoons of ginger, finely chopped, about 3 medium onions, finely chopped, and if you have big onions, 1 or 2 should be fine. 2 to 3 sprigs of curry leaves, you can get this at any Indian store. Half a cup of cilantro leaves, finely chopped. 5 medium tomatoes, finely chopped. 2 tablespoons of cashew nuts. 2 tablespoons of urad dal. 2 tablespoons of chana dal. 2 to 4 red chilies according to your taste. 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds, some hing, salt to taste, and also you need turmeric, garam masala, and oil for sauteing, and of course 1.5 cups of cooked quinoa. In a wide saute pan, I'm taking about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. To this oil, I'm adding mustard seeds. Now, once the mustard seeds have heated up, they'll start to splutter. I also have the heat at medium-high. At this point, I'm going to add the urad dal and then the chana dal. You want to make sure that you're constantly stirring once you add the dal, otherwise one side is going to get burned. The dals give it a really good texture to this dish. When everything else is soft, this gives it a crunchy texture. Once the dals have roasted to a golden brown color, we're going to add half the curry leaves. And then we're going to add about 4 red chili flakes. Now, I like spicy food. To me, this is very medium. You can reduce the amount per your taste. Once that's roasted, I'm adding some ginger here, about 3 tablespoons of ginger, and you want to saute it for about 15 seconds. Now I'm adding all the onions and I'm going to saute them for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're translucent. Also, you can add some salt, very little salt, not a lot, very little. Now, once the onions are cooked, we're going to add the turmeric powder and then the hing powder. Whenever you're adding spices, it is very critical to note that you want to saute the dish at least for 15 to 20 seconds until the raw flavor is gone. Now, once that's done, we're going to add the tomatoes, and we want to cook the tomatoes with about 2 cups of water. Once we add the water, we're also going to add the salt and let this mixture cook for about 12 to 15 minutes or until about 3/4 of the water has evaporated. Now, you also want to cook this mixture close so it cooks much faster. Every 4 minutes or so, you want to open up the lid and you want to stir the contents around just to make sure that it does not get burnt in the bottom. Once it thickens up like this, we're going to add the cashews. And about a minute or so later, we're going to add half the cilantro and the garam masala. And again, cook it for 10 to 15 seconds until the raw flavor is gone. Stir the mixture for about a minute or so until all the tomatoes absorb the masala mixture. And now we're ready to add the quinoa. At this point, you can add the quinoa or you can add the rice. Today I'm adding white quinoa. Once you add the quinoa, you want to mix it into the tomato mixture and let the quinoa absorb all the flavors of the tomato and the masalas that we have added. Do not walk away from this mixture at this point because it will get burnt very easily. Once you've incorporated everything, you want to add the rest of your herbs, your curry leaves and your cilantro, and then turn the stove off. Mix everything well and put the lid on and let it set for about 5 to 10 minutes, after which it's ready for you to serve. The way I like to serve it is I like to cook it about 8 hours ahead of time and let it sit so that the quinoa can absorb all the flavor. If not, you can also serve it just like this right now. I hope you enjoyed this dish. I'll see you again in Jay's Kitchen very soon. Bye-bye.